The bigger races have become more important, and we've seen a lot of the little races or the second tier races disappear, or become less important. But I think there is also something for having the biggest riders at all the races, and maybe restructuring the calendar that we don't have World Tour races that overlap.
A desire for streamlined, direct racing expressed by bombastic team owner Oleg Tinkov, amongst others.
One of the biggest things that people don't understand is, well, wait, so you're saying this is one of the most important races in the world, right? So yes, it is. But the winner of the Tour de France isn't here. No, he's not. Well, then how is this an important race? And that's a really good question.
So, should all the big riders do all the big races?
Like, intuitively you would say yes, but the big question is, how do you organize that, or how do you set up a calendar that allows that?
I mean, I agree. You've seen it this year, how difficult it is. You know, Contador won the Giro, come to the Tour, he's not as good. We've seen Froome skip the Giro, okay, he's going to have a go at the Vuelta, but just physically it's very, very difficult. And then, you know, how do you group that all together? I mean, I think you can do it, but I think you have to separate stage races and one-day races.
But then still, the statement by Jonathan Vaughters, he would say, is this a big race? Like, for instance, Paris-Roubaix, you would say, yes, this is a big race. So why is the winner of the Tour de France not here? But I think you could never have a setup that has a proper reason for a Tour de France winner to be at the Classic. So.
No, I think you have that in a lot of sports. You have, for instance, in tennis, you have different surfaces. By the same token, you could say why you know, does a great clay court player not do well at Wimbledon? And you have to, I think, give the audience some credit.
Yeah, you're not going to win over the fan who doesn't understand why a Tour de France winner is not in Paris-Roubaix. I don't think that's someone who is a potential fan of cycling.
And since when has a sport had to be dead simple and just one-dimensional for people to understand it? The fact that a Paris-Roubaix rider can't win the Tour de France, that's perhaps part of the beauty and the rich texture of professional cycling, and that's why a lot of people are interested in cycling and not interested in other sports.
The reform of 2017, I don't think there will be a reduction in race days in the World Tour. There was a big debate whether events could overlap in the World Tour. I don't see why not. Paris-Nice and Tirreno, they both have a very strong field each year.
If there is an element or a portion of unrealised potential with cycling, it's mainly down to the doping problem that the sport has had for the last 10 or 15 years. And I think that still has to be the biggest priority. Address that, and then people will come, you will attract more people. And you know, it is moving in the right direction in that sense.